So for the longest time, right, we all know as creatives in the creative industry, one thing that is usually a challenge for most of us is funding, right? I was talking to a friend who did some animation production not too long ago, and he spoke about the fact that getting funding is one thing that is critical, right, for you to get your work done. And at the same time, it is something that is rare to come by. I will speak from experience. The voiceover conference is one project that we've been pushing for the past 5 years, and I know for free in my dreams that one thing that is the most difficult or has been the most challenging for us putting together the voiceover conference, even though it is the biggest, it is a pioneer voiceover conference in Africa, one thing that has been the issue, or one of the most challenging parts of putting the voiceover conference together, has been funding. And today I'm talking with Olumide from TrendX. He is familiar with the funding territory. Let me put it that way. And we're going to really just be talking about how to demystify this, or how to understand a bit of funding, and then how to go about it as creative. So, hey, Olumide, what's up? What's good?
Yeah, Kenny, man. It's good to be here. It's good to be here.
You see how he's talking, Abi? When people have access to money, that's how they speak.
Well, I mean, you creatives have this way of talking about things in a very funny way. I mean, but we receive lots of emails every day, weekly, maybe 20-25, asking about how to get their projects funded. They have this brilliant idea, and when they send a proposal, they say, what do you need money for? They say, I just want to produce. Okay, who is your producer?
Produce what? Okay.
So basically, the thing just comes out and it just feels, oh, these guys don't even know what they want to do, right? And then nobody sees that and puts their money into it, because the way we operate at TrendX is quite more like a partnership.
Right.
It's decentralized financing, and what we are doing is to break the barriers that you have in traditional financing. Normally, when you need to go to the bank, they would tell you to bring your
collateral and all that,
and all those things, right? But what we are doing here is, across the blockchain, you can decentralize ways people get investors, they get funding for their projects, and it's more like getting a community, supporting them, informing them, and letting them build a trust in your project. And once they can trust your project, then that's fine. But how do you build trust? You build trust by communicating the right way. And then the only way you can get funding or anything anywhere, people say, bring your proposal. It's like you talking to me your proposal, right? And how do you communicate? So, the most important thing there is they need to understand how to communicate what they want, what they need.
Right.
Then we now make it available to everybody to see, and build community for them. Give them the necessary support they need to build their own community.
In addition to if your proposal is right, you show them the value they are going to get, like the investors now. In addition to that, there's also another part, which is starting from where you are with what you have.
Yeah.
So that, like you said, the trust can be built, seeing that, oh, this person has done this thing. Okay, let's help. Or we think we can support, because there's also that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, TrendX, I hear you talk about that. What do you really do at TrendX? Because what you mentioned is really about, okay, helping people see some of these opportunities. How do you now make profit from that?
It's a very simple thing. It is project financing.
Right.
Across the blockchain. And then the way that works is we build a community of investors that want to stake into a project. See it like this. If you have a project worth $10,000, you want to shoot a movie with $10,000, and then you've gone to the bank, they did not give you money. But what about 100 people giving you $100?
Right.
So that way you won't call it crowdfunding, because it has its own unique protocols. It is done with the blockchain regulation. You have the trust, you have the security, you have the protocol integrity, you have the systems in place. Because I won't trust you because you look trustworthy. I will trust you because I have put a system in place that won't allow you rob me.
Right.
So the way the blockchain works is there's a system already in place that allows everybody understand what is happening. It's transparent. So you have these guys who are staking on your project. They buy tokens to your project. Technically, you call those things tokens.
Right.
So the $100 that has been broken down from the 10,000, they are called tokens. So they all buy tokens, and it gives you access to the funding because lots of people are backing it up. Now, that is the community, because if 100 people back your $100, you have a community of 100 people who support your project. And the way you give them trust is by giving them the right updates. So maybe today you start your pre-production,
Right.
you have this snippet, you have this teaser.
See, this is where we are.
Exactly.
This is what we've done.
So now the project gets value from what they can see, because I'll be like, oh, my guy, I invested $100 in this project. I got their tokens, and they are giving me updates. So you see, that update creates utility, and everybody keeps pushing it around and around and around. Yeah, so what we've done is we've built a platform that can allow project owners, or in this case, movie makers,
Right.
voiceover producers, they bring their project there, and then we tokenize it for them. All they need to do is register the IP, because it makes them the owner of the
owner of the project.
And you have to put your best foot forward. So if you are serious about your project, then you register the IP. Then when you bring the IP, we help you tokenize it, and everybody is happy.
This is getting interesting. I know that a lot of creatives don't understand what we are talking about right now, but we have a couple of things that we're working on, right? So be glued to your phone so that you don't miss out. But we're working on something, and pretty soon you're going to see it, because at Voiceover Workshop, what we try to do is also to expose, create platforms, or expose people, or collaborate, to also help voiceover artists start seeing more from what they do as voice actors. So there's something coming. Watch out, watch out, watch out.